Hey everyone, what is going on? Doing a update this week because car didn't make any other of the fall events. There's only one more left this weekend, and I'm on call. Plus, the car still has some issues. First off, this little, I don't know if you can see it way down in here. There's a little cam cap, and basically, it's the same for the front head as in the back. The distributor's there. The front, there's just a plug with an O-ring. That oil leak is getting a little bit worse. And I'm still leaking some power steering fluid in the back. So most likely I'm going to have to replace the high pressure hose. And to change that little plug that is, I don't know if you can see it, right here at the end of my finger, that little bevel there. To change it, you have to take the water crossover pipe off, drain the radiator. Not fun. So I may try to tighten up the banjo bolt one last time on this just to see if it came loose from racing. And you saw the car recently. I had the wiring issue. I fixed all that. I'm almost done with it. But as you can see, I took out all the nitrous stuff, all the old wires. It's all pulled out. The intake pipe, which is just 3-inch intercooler piping that I bought as a kit and cut down. I still had a bend left. It was at my buddy's house. He gave me the bend, cut it, so I don't have the nitrous port anymore. All of this down here, all cleaned up and gone. And I was able to fit my blocks filter with a, it's got like a velocity stack on it. I used to run it on my Volvo. So that is all in here, all tightened up. And as far as the interior goes, like I said with the wiring, I'm almost done. I had the kick panel off, the dash off, everything off. I'll show you real quick here, as you can see. This is a different cluster and venter on the dash. And I used a one that had a trip computer in it. It had a flat spot to mount my oil pressure gauge. So that's nice. What's also nice is there's no crack. There was a little notch out of the old like clamshell thing, whatever you want to call it. So I fixed that, fixed a bunch of the wiring. I have 2 black pedals now because back in the day I decided to use some Pilot Racing covers and I cut and screwed it onto the old plastic pedal. So that is now gone to an OEM gas pedal. All the wires are fixed. I fixed my mess of spaghetti up in here. I got a few more things to finish in the center console, but all I ended up doing was, for the nitrous buttons I put 2 little indicator lights, and just got to finish wiring it up. Pulled out the GoPro wire and picked up one of these guys here, because you can see the felt or whatever from the outside is missing. It broke in half, so had to re-glue it. I use shoe glue for a lot of gluing things on the car, like mounting a light, like a neon light, or fixing something like that where there's, because it gives you a little bit of flex with it. But yeah, that's just what I've been doing, is cleaning up, pulling everything out of the car. Here's the old clamshell, because there was the hole for the GoPro, the gauges, the old rear that was painted in nitrous, and where's the chip at? Yeah, right over here. You can see that. There's a little, right there, there's the chip. So it was kind of annoying looking. So kind of hoping to finishing the wiring up soon and cleaning up the car, and hopefully just drive it a little bit this fall before I get into fixing that oil leak where I gotta drain a bunch of shit out. Yeah, that's basically where I'm at, is fixing the wiring turned into a huge ordeal. And fixed a bunch of stuff and cleaned a bunch of stuff up, simplified it a lot, But I'm not sure my full plans yet over the winter. I definitely want to do the final drive gear swap, and I want to start getting pieces so that I can do a full header back stainless exhaust. I won't be doing it. It'll be going to my buddy's garage, Rocco's, and they will be doing it. But I want to get the pieces, stuff like that, and I may want to redo the rear suspension because it's just a toe link bar, and there's an inner and outer adjustment, like a front and back adjustment, and upper ball joint. So it's pretty simple, and I can get all that stuff and, you know, do the rear end while the car's sitting here all winter. Some stuff that I need to do before winter is this guy will need to get his snow tires and oil change. So that's coming up. When I do that, I think I'm going to put on this SRT 4 sway bar, factory sway bar. Just want to get new mounts and end links for it. And I want to get a factory remote start for the Kia, because I was looking at it, those kits are pretty simple. It looks like everything is just plug and play except like one wire for, like, I think the horn that you have to splice in. But yeah, I want to put a remote start on that. And yeah, I just got a new rear piece. Still got to pull the brackets and the hose out. That's all that's left. But that's where I'm going. Hopefully I'll get like 1 or 2 little driving videos in before winter. But for the most part, I've just been picking away little stuff that I don't think is too interesting on the car. And that red Cirrus, that's where I got the cluster and some of the interior pieces. I was able to save the whole seat, the front and rear seats, and save them for another member. He's right now doing a 3-liter swap on his. So hopefully that is done soon, because I want to see that thing running. And yeah, unfortunately I got to one event this year, but that's how it is. And I still got some little things to pick away so I can drive it just a little bit more. And let me know what you guys want to see. If you guys are interested in the remote start or doing the rear sway bar on the Caliber, stuff like that, make a little video about it. But just want to do a little update this week. I'm not sure what I'll post next week or what I will get into. Hopefully the weather's nice and I'll have this finished probably tonight with a little bit of wiring that's left. And hopefully maybe Friday or next week I can get out and drive it and just enjoy it before winter. So like and subscribe. Till next time.